I outed my girlfriend for sleeping with my boss, and now no company will hire her. In my design team there is only one girl. When I met her she was very extroverted and flirty with everyone, but I didn't know anything else. I invited her out on a fancy dinner date and there wasn't that much chemistry, but after a few dates she seemed to open up to me emotionally and told me she likes spending time with me. We kept dating without anything sexual, but we became boyfriend and girlfriend and very attached to each other. We did eventually have sex even though she is only sometimes in the mood and I enjoy her company a lot. Fast forward a few weeks, and I found out from a coworker that she is sleeping with him too. They are not boyfriend and girlfriend though, and she told me it was just for casual sex and they don't have the emotional connection that we have. I eventually forgave her and we decided to find a compromise where she can sleep with other guys and I can sleep with other girls if I ever find someone who is interested in the same thing. I don't really have chemistry with any other girls because I'm not good with women, but I think it is nice to know she would support me if it ever happened. Eventually, I found out she has been sleeping with other team members, not all. But what was most shocking is she has slept with my boss a couple times. I felt a bit uncomfortable knowing he might sabotage my career or something if he ever catches feelings for her. I discussed this with her and she said our boss is very generous and he has given her a promotion in the past, and that she has said good things about me so that the boss gives me good ratings too. I haven't gotten harsh ratings on my code so far, so maybe she's right. She said her relationship with our boss is complicated as she has some feelings for him. She likes authority figures, but those feelings are only of admiration and intense sexual attraction, but he is emotionally unavailable anyway as he is married, so she doesn't see any future with him other than sex and work. I knew this should have made me feel safer in the relationship, but I still felt a bit nervous about it. I thought I was an ass for being uncomfortable with it. I really loved her and I would not want to leave her. Especially after I had invested all this time together and she lived in my apartment for a few months already. She sometimes cooked for me, but we mostly ate out. She never brought a guy home while I was there, so I thought she respected my boundaries. But then, it happened. Our boss and my girlfriend once had an encounter with his wife, where his wife was a bit jealous and almost got violent with my girlfriend, but in the end somehow they talked it out and ended up all sleeping together. I was quite progressive and open, so I think people should be able to sleep with whoever they want as long as there's mutual attraction, but things started to get way too far. When we agreed to be allowed to see other people, we both understood that there was no emotional connection allowed. But after having the threesome, my girlfriend started neglecting me. At work and at home. After everything that I had done for her, and everything I had sacrificed for our relationship, she basically left me to dry because the wife was okay with it now. My boss became more emotionally available and so she didn't really need me anymore. She risked my career, and cheated on me, so I knew I had to do something about it. I knew I had to be sneaky, so I could not just have my phone out, but I needed to record her admitting to sleeping with the boss. So I did some searching and found an app called Reclip that let me clip audio after the fact, so I did not need to have my phone obviously recording. She stopped answering my calls and texts, but we still worked together, so I talked to her in person at work. We were still technically dating. I asked her to meet me in the break room for a few minutes to talk. During our conversation I asked her if she was in love with our boss, and she took the bait. She went on a whole tangent about how it started off as just meaningless sex, but then evolved. She exposed herself without me even needing to force it out of her. With my recording in hand, I left to my desk, and promptly sent it out to every hiring manager, and our person I could find. The email of this led to utter chaos. Everyone was talking about their scandal. My boss and GF both got fired. Great part was that after everything subsided no one would hire her because the hiring managers got the word out that she was bad news.